Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, and I'm just coming on quickly today because I wanted to give just a short video on what to do now that Corona's here. So first of all, during coronavirus, I did understand that there was a purpose behind not telling us that oil is something that can not only contain viruses but makes us really, really sick. There's one reason for doing it. There's a monopoly on land, there's a monopoly on resources. And we know that the divide between the rich and the poor has increased, okay? We know that they're trying to get rid of the middle class. The reason why they're doing this is because if you can no longer depend on nature for your food, for your water, or for your basic needs, and all you have to depend on is these wealthy people who own the last few resources where people can grow food, where people can get fresh, clean water, we've got a problem. We've got a real problem because now we have no other way to live. We have to rely on someone. We have to depend on someone. And that's where your freedom and your liberation comes into question. Okay? So one of the things that you can start doing now, one, stop eating food from the microwave. Just stop that. Heat it up or do something to cook your food or eat something that's raw, okay? That's going to be a big factor in whether or not your body can contain enough strength to fight off certain things. And then if the radiation levels go up, which will happen, and I'll tell you why in another video, you're going to need to have the lowest radiation levels ever. You don't need that building up in your body now. So another thing you want to stop doing besides eating out the microwave is turning your cell phones off at night. I actually had got those two things when the coronavirus first appeared. Over time, I even became more comfortable and started doing it. But we need to go back to eating like we were eating before we had microwaves. So don't use that to heat up your food. And also turn off your cell phones at night or any other devices that emit radiation, okay? That's very important. Another thing that you want to do is figure out what kind or source of clean water that you'll be able to access. You can get different kinds of filters and put your water under a pyramid, drink copper water, and understand how you can clean your water, okay? Get rid of microbes. I told you guys already about the UV lights. Those clean any type of germs, viruses, and bacterias away, okay? So that's something that you can have and you can use without going to the store and buying water, okay? You can go to a lake or something and get your water out. You can clean it really good and you can have that. But you don't want to drink tap water at all. Most of us don't do that anymore, so that's really good. Another thing is to take a lot of spiritual baths and cleanse yourself and get you crystals or something to block EMF signals, okay? If you're taking spiritual baths, sea salt and vinegar is perfectly fine to use to clean off your etheric body, okay? Also, that's going to be one of the things that's going to help you if you're under spiritual attack, because the weakening of your aura allows different entities and negative energies to attach themselves to you. Just be mindful I'll probably come on with another video to kind of give you tips as we go along. But those are just some important things that you can start to do now to protect yourself and your family, in preparing for, this is really a war. It's a war on nature, and it's a war on, us being able to be liberated, independent, and so-called free, as everyone thinks that we are now. We are to a certain degree, but at the end of the day, once you've got to depend on someone to feed you, to put clothes on your back, to give you medicine so you can live, you're not free anymore. You're going to have to submit to them. Okay? So that's all I'll say for now. Also, when you're buying your different body products and stuff, make sure you're getting things that are paraffin free, and try to be as natural as you can. That way your abilities and your awareness will be fine-tuned, okay? Outside of meditation. Eat really clean, okay? Don't eat a lot of sugar, junk, put in a lot of junk food in your body. Try to eat a lot of whole foods, okay? And make sure you're getting vitamin D. If nothing else, get you some sweet potatoes, wrap them up in a little bit of foil, or put them in the oven and just eat them plain, just like that. You need to get your vitamin D up. Also, any other vitamins that you have, it's good to take a multivitamin, and take, different herbal supplements that help the immune system, antioxidants, stuff like that. Just be really healthy. Be mindful, okay? But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. I don't want to make this a long video, but it's really important that you work really hard to keep your health up, because when other people's health is diminishing and they're having a hard time fighting things because your health is so good, if you do get something, you'll be able to fight it. But your immune system will be highly built up. There's nothing to say that there are no other ways that our immune system fights viruses. And I really feel like when we're in connection with nature, we can use different elements to help us become immune to that. That's why there's a such thing called natural immunity. We don't want to use that for every single thing, especially when we have people who are relying on us, and we do still have to meet some financial obligations, okay? But, just thinking of these things and understanding really how connected you are to nature. I'm sure that the universal mind has protections for those of us who understand what's happening, and our abilities are coming in to help us see ahead. If there's a natural disaster or something coming that we need to prepare for, that's what your psychic abilities are for. It's not a game. This is the real awakening.